at these totals. I mean, they're pretty tremendous here, especially whenever you think about Southern California, the Grapevine getting some snow. So it's not just Northern California, it's not just the Northern Sierra that's getting it. Lake Tahoe, you've got even more in store. So the snowboarding out there, gonna be awesome. And you'll notice the driving maybe not so great. So if you have to go over any of these passes, keep in mind that you need your snow chains and you need to be prepared that some of those passes might be closed. Hey, it's not just California in on this action. Look at Durango, Colorado. If you're heading there, enjoy a nice cabin, beautiful snowpack coming up to a foot of snow there, and even some of the resorts in northern New Mexico. We're talking about Angel Fire. Maybe you're going to Taos, going skiing there, out at Sipapoo, great little spot there. You've got some good snow on the way. Now, this is the precipitation. So we talked about the snow, but look at the rain that we are expecting. Southern California, where we badly need this rain, we're getting 3 to 5 inches. But what does 3 to 5 inches equate to? Danger when it comes to landslides and mudslides, and that's because we have those burn scars that haven't seen very much precipitation in the past several years. So if you live in one of those areas, you should know that, and you should be taking precautions, whatever you need to do to stay safe in this circumstance, because this is the first one, you know, the first of these. Wham bam, there's another, and then there's another way back out along this jet, just pulling them into Southern California, Chris.
And Kate, to the
ocean's not cold, it's still pretty warm, so we definitely have some ocean effect snow that we're seeing this morning. Look at the reports that we have, 2.5 inches in Pembroke, and you'll notice that we get a lot of this snow continuing so far this morning. Now, I know this is showing up green there for just a second. It's not rain, it's snow, and you can see how it's just hanging out right here over the Cape and parts of Massachusetts. Now, if you're in Rhode Island, you've really quieted down with this, so you're not seeing as much of that, but not really in Boston proper either. But if you get out onto the Cape, that's where we're really focusing on all this snow. Hey, check out Martha's Vineyard. You've got snow today. Nantucket the same. This lake effect snow continues all the way through later on this afternoon. So your Tuesday, you could see lower visibility. Please be careful. Like that school bus accident, we don't want to see that happen again. Accumulation's not expected to be significant, but just enough to put a little cramp in your day, cramp in your style.
Cramp in the style just a little bit. We're going to take a look now at some snow chances for parts of the Northeast. We're going to start off with no effect, Kate.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and break down the precipitation during El Niños, because this is important to kind of look at and dive a little deeper into. We're looking at a couple of seasons, 82 to 83, another very strong one, the strongest that we had, 97 to 98 on record. So this is the departure from average. We're taking average numbers and we're saying, okay, what percent of average are we talking about here? And San Francisco had a 181% of average in those years. Eureka, California, you got 146%. Look at this, Los Angeles, 209% of average. So you literally doubled your yearly rainfall, but it's important to note that this doesn't all happen in December. So I know you're saying, well, we are already through December. Look at this, San Francisco, 60% is what you would get, what you got in December. So historically speaking, December's actually a little drier in an El Nino year, and much wetter through January and into February, which is kind of the pattern that we're starting to see set up now. So, you know, we're kind of fitting the bill there, only 84% of average in San Francisco for December. So the top two El Ninos that we have, look at this. We have December at 80%, and this is looking at Los Angeles here, and then February, 274% of average. So that just gives you an idea that, hey, you know what? I know that it hasn't been all that wet so far. Know that it's wet with this pattern, but this pattern could be a hint of what's to come.
And we know rain after the historic flooding we saw.
Yeah, mercifully. But there is a pattern change coming, and there is more rain in the forecast, as you were just showing, and some snow and some cold air in the forecast. Look at this change. So the very cold air, I know that you're like, isn't it very cold this morning? It's getting deeper. We're going to see this cold air unleash itself from Canada a little bit as that polar jet drips south, and it really starts in the west. We'll see the focus of that cold air in the northern plains. Watch this. By the weekend, it's plunging all the way into the Midwest. So anytime we have, this is like the fence that keeps in all the warm air to the south and all the cold air a little farther to the north. Not this week. Watch these temps swing. Okay, so you're going to be 12 degrees above average in Chicago on Friday. Whoa, the blue takes over. It spreads across Minneapolis. You're going to be 19 degrees on Saturday. Look at Sunday, Chicago. You're 12 degrees below average, going from 12 above to 12 below in a matter of 2 days. So a big change there. Omaha, you're going to be 23 degrees below average. So if you were looking for the cold air, we found it. But the question is, how long does it stick around? Who all gets cold? And is this pattern change going to be a little more permanent?
And then the next one. This is a lot.